This is Jeremy Storch with HorrorHive.com, where the blood runs like honey. I'm here with the legendary John Noble. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. We've had an amazing time here at HorrorHive.
Yeah, good. Yeah, is this your first HorrorHound, or have you done many before?
No, I've never done HorrorHound. In fact, I mean, I don't work in the horror genre, but it's been we had the best time. Seriously, it's a great convention. So
good.
This is my first time.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. So we come every year, and we're happy to have you here. So how exactly? I know you have a long history of film, television, video game voice acting, theater. How did you really get started in everything? And was it a natural calling, or how did that all work out?
It probably was a natural calling, because where I came from, we didn't have a clue that anyone could be an actor. I mean, seriously, no idea. And there was virtually no profession in Australia. I mean, I went to university, I did law, and then I did accountancy, but then I was doing an elective drama. I don't know why I picked it, and the people teaching it said, "Oh my goodness, you're actually okay." And they asked me to be in a community theatre play, and as soon as I did it, I knew, seriously, this was the first thing I'd ever found that I really loved, that I'm really good at. And the times were such and fortunes were such that I was able to accelerate really quickly through. So I was a lucky guy.
Yeah. I mean, your history is, very broad when it comes to all the different genres and roles you've played.
Sure.
Now, between the television, I mean, you've done many TV shows, Fringe, Sleepy Hollow, Elementary, and you've done, films, I mean, like Lord of the Rings even, and then you've voice acted. Do you have a preference that you prefer more, or?
Well, if you'd asked me that a couple of years ago, I would have said television, but then some friends of mine were kind enough to offer me a role on stage in New York, and I hadn't done it for a while, and it was wonderful, and I loved it. And then a year later, I was asked by some more friends. So I've done 2 really beautiful plays in New York. So I'm now going, oh God, I love that. Different though. I mean, the principles of acting remain the same, whatever you're doing, whether it's a voiceover or the technique is different. There's a very big difference in technique for all of them, but the core, acting beliefs, I suppose, are totally constant.
Yeah. So now with that, do you have a favorite role that you've played in any of your series of television or movies that you've done?
We should say with what people know, because I've done an awful lot of things for theatre. Yes, Walter Bishop was my favourite.
Walter Bishop?
Yeah, from Fringe.
So, being Walter Bishop, now in that show in Fringe, you had Walter Nett, which was kind of the same character, but he wasn't at the same time because of his history. How was that changing? Creating that new character. How was that process?
Oh, it was delicious. I mean, it's the stuff that actors dream of.
Oh yeah.
Where you go back to the core value of the character, and then you say, what would happen? It's like sliding doors. What would have happened had circumstances been different? And in this case, we actually saw quite distinctly what happened to the same man when circumstances were different. It was a beautiful thing to be able to play around with.
Right. Yeah, no, that's really interesting. And it's you've done so many different roles. I mean, especially with Sleepy Hollow now, and now you're playing Sherlock Holmes' father in Elementary. How's that working out so far?
Oh, mate, it's wonderful. I did signed a 1-year contract, which finishes shortly. But I'm going back from here we're just going into the final 3 episodes, which are big and very big for my character. So I'm really looking forward to getting back into that again. No, and look, it's a wonderful show, and first-class actors that I work with. So it's been a joy. Not with the same intensity of doing something like Fringe, where I was on stage every day for 12 hours, but it's good.
Good, awesome. Now I know you have a daughter Samantha. Now she's also an actress, right?
Yes, she is.
How's it having one of your children kind of following in your footsteps almost, or how's that? Did you ever ask for help, or?
Oh yeah. She fell in love with it at a very early age. When I had a theatre company, she'd come and sit in the stalls and learn the lines.
Right.
Then she went to university. She graduated as a teacher, and then she started to do a lot of things. She actually studied with me after a while.
Right.
I had to insist that she wait till she was a bit older and stop calling me Dad in classes.
Right.
Then she in fact became a really splendid teacher of drama herself. Did some great projects in Australia, really. Came to Los Angeles, which is the killing ground, the killing fields, seriously, particularly for young girls. got the wind taken out of her. She was cast in a pilot, and then it was picked up, all excitement, and then they told her that they were recasting her role. They did it with about 4 or 5 roles, and that absolutely gutted her. She didn't know then that that's quite common.
Yeah.
So that was tough. But now she's then married, but she's got 2 beautiful children. It's all coming back to her now.
Right.
So amazing to see her coming back into it.
I mean, as a father, I'm sure that's great to see that. I mean,
it is. And my second daughter is a writer, and we've actually shot a short film she wrote called Friend, and she's writing another one now. She always wants to put me in them.
Of course,
yeah,
right. So, is there anything you can tell us for any future projects? Anything that's secret that we shouldn't know? Or
not a thing. I wouldn't have a clue. I mean,
right.
It's not as, people think we plan our lives. Oh, golly,
Mm-hmm.
Then the manager will ring up and say, oh, guess what? They want you for Walking Dead or something. Oh, cool, okay. Tell me what the deal is and we'll do it. It's seriously for me. I mean, I'm not an A-list actor who plans out years ahead. I just a working actor, really. Always have been.
Well, awesome. I think that's about it.
Thanks,
it was great talking to you.
Thanks, Jerry.
Honor. So
thanks,
this
guys.
is Jeremy Search with John Noble from HorrorHound in Cincy with HorrorHive.com, where the blood runs like honey.